2010 Range Rover Sport. Customer came in with this, stuck on this Range Rover. Doesn't boot up. This one has multiple components using fiber optic. This is fiber optic. That's the radio tuner, which is below the display. This fiber optic has to loop all the way from Bluetooth module, navigation, amplifier, mp3 module, whatever that's connected to, this has to loop. So if you unplug this, there should be a laser beam coming out. I'll show you. See, my finger is glowing red. That means laser coming out of here is probably okay. There are two connections here. One is out, the other one is in. So when the laser goes out to one cable, it has to loop through entire vehicle, come back into here to make a circle. If any of those laser beam is disabled for any reason, this will happen. So I'm going to show you how you can troubleshoot. Okay. You're going to need one of these bypass laser wire. You can get this one off of eBay or Amazon. They're about $10–15. They're not that expensive. The first components we're going to check under the passenger seat. If you look on the bottom, there is an amplifier here. And usually the Range Rover is known to have water damage in the vehicle. And when this thing gets wet, the amplifier goes bad. That's the most common issue. This car did have defective amplifier, which we had to replace the main board, and that's one thing. That did not fix the loop. That only fixed the audio trouble. So I'm going to show you the second step. On this model, on the passenger side in the trunk, there is a Bluetooth module right here. So what you do is you unplug the laser wire, plug this bypass thing to see if the radio boot up. It did not boot up. So once you have that thing bypassed or amplifier bypassed, if they don't boot up, you're going to go to the next step, which is the mp3 module. That is a Bluetooth, by the way. Sometimes they have a satellite. So this one is a Bluetooth module right here. And the next one is mp3, which is under the passenger seat. Same thing, just like the amplifier on the passenger seat. On the driver's side, in the back, you'll see another small silver module. Right there, you'll see a same laser plug that plugs into the small box. You're going to unplug it, plug it in, and I'll show you what's happening on the radio. I put this loop under the seat, which is the mp3 module. Let's see what happens to the radio. Alright, so I got the bypass connection under the mp3 under the driver's seat. I'm going to start it up. Hopefully radio comes back on. Okay, radio did boot up. We have no reception, but we don't care at this point. At least we got the radio to boot up. Let me see if the backup cam works. Yep, backup cam works. So the radio boot up. We got the sound back. Alright, so we got the reverse cam working. Radio screen obviously did boot up. We got the sound back. Now we got to find out why the reception isn't working, but there's probably bad antenna. Let's see what it is. The reception wasn't there because the antenna fell out. We are in the garage, so reception is kind of bad, but it's working. So we're going to put everything back together. So that's how you determine what components are bad.